Hello everyone, my name is Hannah Sharma and I am back with a new topic, concept of loops in Python. Let's start. So today we are going to learn about the while loop. So concept of loops. Let's give this as a heading. Okay, okay. Maybe this should be capital. Concept of loops and while loop. Heading. Let's let's understand the while loop using a example. So maybe the example could be write a program to display numbers from 1 to 10. Okay, so let's give this as a markdown. Okay, so let's use the while loop to display numbers from 1 to 10. But you will say that it's really easy, we can do it with a handy way like 1, then 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. But if anybody says you to write numbers from 1 to 1000, you cannot write it. You cannot write in handy way, and you cannot write each and every single number. So we use the while loop to do this. So first we'll make a variable I which stores the value 1 and variable n which 10. The syntax to write while loop is to write the keyword while, then the condition that I should be less than or equal to n, then we put colon, print I, then I is equals to I plus 1. Okay, if we run this code, okay, just a minute. Okay, so this is numbers, these are numbers from 1 to 10. Okay, so how did this while loop worked? So we have made two variables, one variable I with 1 value and n with the value 10. Now we have written while I means 1 less than or is equal to n. Okay, so so it's over here, it's written print I. So this statement is true that 1 is less than 10. So we came in the loop and it's written print I, so it's printed 1. Okay, then the condition was that you have to plus 1 with the I was 1 and 1 plus 1 is 2, and then 2 is less than 10. That's true. So we again came into the loop. So print I was 2. So the 2 was printed. And when the condition was 10 is less than or equal to 10, this was true. Then the 10 was printed. Then again, when the loop when 10 plus 1 is equal to 11 and 11 is not less than or equal to 10, so this was false and we came out of the loop. Okay, so this is how this loop worked. Let's take another example. If anybody says you to write the table of 8 or any value given from the user, if you write it like this, like 8 into 1, maybe 8 into 1 is equals to 8, so it will take time. Yes, so we will use the while loop for this. So first let's make to take the input from the user, let's first write this. Write a program to take the value from the user to make a multiplication table from multiplication table till 10. Okay, so now let's give this as a markdown and run. So first we'll make a variable a to get the output, means the input. So we will write int input, enter the value, and then a variable x or I with the value 1. Then while a is less than or equal to 10, print I into a, then I is equals to I plus 1, then enter, then the last we will print this is the multiplication table. Okay, now let's run this loop. So maybe the value is 6 and enter. We got the table. Okay, sorry. Over here is A and over here is I. Okay, it was okay. Now the value. Now the value is 6 and enter. Infinite time. I Now it is because I have written wrong over here. The 1 should be less than or equal to 10. Okay, so this is how this program works. Like first we have taken the input from the user, that's 6, and then the while loop works like the I means the 1 should be less than or equal to the 10. So 1 is less than 10. Then we came into the loop and it was written A means 6 into 1. So 6 is printed, 6 into 1 is 6, 6 is printed. So now then it was written, then I is equals to I plus 1. So it's 2. So then the statement was also true. Then we came into the loop. So it was 2 into means 6 into 2, that was 12. So till 10 it was printed. Then when the 10 becomes 11 by adding 1 and it is not less than or equal to 10, so this loop stops because this statement was false, and then when we came out of the loop, this was written that print this is the multiplication table. So this is printed, this is a multiplication table. Okay, we can make infinite loop with the while loop also. So finite, let's give this as a heading. Okay, loop. So suppose I say you that A means your age or a name like Hana or something. This is a variable, and then your age is 32, and make while uh, double age Ahana is less than 18, and then over here we write print you can vote. Okay, so 32 is always greater than Ahana means over here 32, because that's the variable name. So 32 is always, okay, sorry, greater than, always greater than 18. So this will be printed that you can vote infinity times. This will make your system slow. So just take, okay, let's stop this by doing this. Okay, okay, now we can use else statement with the while loop also. Let's give this as a heading, else statement with while loop. Okay, now run. Now over here, I'll make a variable named C, and C is equal to 0. Like this, if I want to print uh, hello students or hello friends 50 times or 25 times. So I will use a while loop with the else statement. Okay, so like if C is equal to 0, while C be always less than, we have to print 50 or 25 times, so we have to write 26 because 1 is always minused from it. So print C, no, sorry, it will be C is equal to C plus 1, and then print C. Then we can write when this loop becomes false, if we want to write anything else, we can do this also. Else print anything like we are using the else statement. Okay, like this. And now if we run, okay, okay, let's try this time. This is run, but not. Okay, over here we have till 26. The numbers from 1 to 26. Okay, and suppose if we want to print anything like hello friends, hello for friends, and then if we execute this, we got hello friends 26 times, and at the last we are using the else statement. This is the last one that we have used. So this is how we use the else statement with the while loop. So this is all about the while loop, that how can we display numbers, write a multiplication table, make a infinite loop, and use else statement with while loop. So thank you, and let me get new topics for you.